So Powerphase started at 42 Madison Avenue in New York City, and in a little Regis office. And it was pretty much an 8-foot cube with a desk in it in 2012, 2011 timeframe, 11, 12. And I had like 5 things written on the board in permanent marker. So I painted all the boards with the dry erase. So when I first walked in, there was all white walls, and I wrote like 5 things down on the wall with a permanent marker. One was no power consumption, and this was when we were trying to generate the gas burning version. No power consumption, no water consumption, had to be very responsive and easy, had to be something that people would look at and say it was simple, and it had to cost a certain price point that I felt the market would pay with some margin on it. So, and it took me 2 years, and me and a team of people, about 2 years. And I still remember where I was sitting the one day it popped in my head. And we had been circling around it a bunch of times, but we finally came up with it. And still, when people look at it today, they go, man, that's so simple. Why didn't someone think of that a long time ago? It's like, well, I sat in the room for 2 years, beat my head against the wall to come up with this. So I wouldn't want to do that again. That was actually one of the most depressing times in my life, because for a year and 11 months, I had nothing that met my criteria. I was about ready to give up. But fortunately, we came up with this product, and which we needed a kind of a baseline product to sustain our business while we really developed the storage stuff. But originally, if you look at our patents, our initial patents are all on energy storage. Actually, we have about 55 patents issued to date. I went out for quotes for the product with a bunch of different packagers around the world, and I got a quote that more than met my cost target. And so I said, we have to build one. We have to build one because it's so new. No one's going to believe it on a piece of paper. They're going to have to see it. So we built one, and we took it to the Las Vegas Convention Center, PowerGen International, and we unveiled it there for the first time. And I sold 2 different customers the product at the show. Now, I told you I had this other business making these parts. We went to PowerGen every year for 10 years. I never sold anything at the show. It was just more communication and networking. I sold 2 of these things right out of the show. I thought for sure we were like taking off. Well, what I realized was I did find 2 customers that were willing to try it early, but then everyone else wanted to wait and see. And while everyone waited and see, we got our product running, and the market changed. And people were thinking, maybe it's not such a good idea to put more gas burning assets down. There was more pressure. Certain customers that were willing to put in a gas asset, in 2011-12 timeframe, in 2016-17, we're saying, no, we told our investors that we're not building any more gas assets. So, but that's good news, because the energy storage, that means the energy storage piece is here. And that's really what the focus of our company is around energy storage. Our gas burning turbophase was really kind of a means to the end. Like I said, we kind of prove out the injection process, which is really the first step a customer could take to introducing carbon-free energy at a power plant with a renewable at an existing power plant. And then the other really unique aspect of our product is because it's this modular set, erector set, if you will. The first piece of the erector set, the injection piece, doesn't change when we add the energy storage. We keep that there, we just add to it the next component. So first it's the low pressure injection compressor, then it's the high pressure compressor and storage, but the same pipe to the gas turbine. So it really is something that they can just build on, and they could build it in really, really, really small increments and just see how it works, or they could go full scale with it. Because it's a modular product, it really lends itself to, and that was my goal. At the end of the day, the idea was to create one product that works for everybody. And so that's why our products are modularized and kind of a standard product, and you just order 2 of them or 20 of them, depending on what you need.